On the morning of October 26, 2018, 21-year-old Grace Millane embarked on a journey from her Essex County home to Heathrow Airport in London. Her destination was Peru, and over the next 10 days she explored various islands before making her way to Auckland, New Zealand, arriving just 2 days before her 22nd birthday. Grace, known for her outgoing and social nature, stayed at a hostel in Auckland where she quickly made friends with fellow travelers. On the night of November 30th, she decided to venture into the world of Tinder, hoping to meet someone local and make the most of her visit. Connecting with a person named Jesse, plans were made for a date on December 1st. However, after an initial message expressing a positive experience, Grace's phone and social media activities suddenly went silent, raising concerns among family and friends. On December 5th, 2018, Grace was officially reported missing to Auckland law enforcement. Grace's father, alarmed by the situation, arrived in New Zealand to conduct his own search. CCTV footage captured Grace leaving her hostel and meeting Jesse at a bar and casino named Sky City. Their date seemed pleasant, progressing through multiple venues until they ended up at the City Life Hotel, where Jesse had rented an apartment. Sadly, this marked the last time Grace was seen alive. The investigation took a dark turn when, on December 3rd, Jesse was observed purchasing a shovel, cleaning supplies, and a new large suitcase. Further troubling actions included cleaning his apartment, renting a car, and meeting another Tinder date the day after Grace's disappearance, who found him disturbing. Days later, Jesse was brought in for questioning, and evidence against him began to surface. The forensic examination of his apartment revealed blood traces despite cleaning efforts. Jesse's story to the police evolved, leading to a confession of disposing of Grace's belongings in Albert Park, and eventually admitting to her murder. Jesse Kempson was charged with the murder of Grace Millane and sentenced to life in prison with a minimum non-parole period of 17 years. Additional victims came forward, accusing Jesse of sexual assault through Tinder matches. In 2020, he was convicted on 8 more charges, receiving an additional 11-year sentence to be served concurrently with his life sentence. The process of going through a divorce is often a challenging and emotionally turbulent experience. For some, like 39-year-old Jovi, a nurse from Sydney, Australia, divorce marks a new beginning, a fresh start. In the aftermath of her recent separation from her ex-husband, Alexander Villaluna, Jovi shared her optimism on Facebook, declaring, "New year, new beginnings." Accompanied by a smiling photo, she showcased flowers from secret admirers and heartfelt birthday cards from her 3 children, who praised her as the best and most independent mother. Jovi, a mother of 4, originally from the Philippines, had moved to Auckland, New Zealand to pursue a nursing career before settling in Sydney. Amidst the challenges of divorce, Jovi turned to Tinder in 2016 to find companionship and met Keith Collins, a 53-year-old businessman with a complex family structure of 3 children and 4 stepchildren. Their first date on March 30th, 2016, took a horrifying turn when Jovi's ex-husband, Alexander, confronted them at a Korean barbecue restaurant. A violent altercation ensued, with Alexander assaulting Keith, stabbing him multiple times, and subsequently attacking Jovi. Despite the severity of the situation, Alexander calmly left the restaurant after the brutal assault, waiting for the police to arrive. Jovi, though injured, survived the attack and was rushed to the hospital. The motive behind Alexander's violent outburst revealed a history of abuse within their previous relationship. Jovi claimed that from the beginning, Alexander had been controlling and abusive, limiting her interactions with others and imposing severe restrictions on her life. In 2011, 2 years before the tragic incident, Jovi and Alexander had a son together. However, the abusive relationship led Jovi to leave Alexander, obtaining a restraining order. In response, Alexander issued threats against her life, vowing to kill her if she ever started dating again. Despite these threats, Jovi moved on and met Keith. In September 2017, Alexander pleaded guilty to murder but struggled to offer a sincere apology during the sentencing. He claimed Jovi partly blamed herself for their relationship problems and implied that she might have welcomed her demise. However, CCTV footage contradicted Alexander's self-defense claims, clearly depicting him as the aggressor in the deadly attack. The court sentenced Alexander to 40 years in prison, with a mandatory 30-year term before parole consideration. He will be eligible for parole on March 30th, 2046, at the age of 74. Jovi's journey, from the challenges of divorce to the tragic events that unfolded, serves as a stark reminder of the devastating impact of domestic violence. A strange Tinder profile called Invincibles caught the eye of a girl named Maddie in a small town in Pennsylvania. The strange thing about this story is that the account, named Chelsea, was willing to pay $50 to $100 to someone who would kick a random guy in the groin. The plague made Maddie need money, so she swiped right. This started a chain of events that would lead to a strange meeting. The account said they were making a YouTube movie and that the man they were after had lost a bet at a bar a few weekends before. Maddie was skeptical and interested, so she called her friend for help. The two of them then set out on a journey to meet the mystery people behind the Invincibles profile. They met up in the nearby town of Clearfield, and the location led them to a creepy hotel. When the person behind the picture suggested they go to his house instead, things got even stranger. Even though Maddie and her friend had doubts, they kept going because they were interested in the easy money that was on offer. When they got to the address given, a house that looked normal blocked a creepy shed where a scary figure was looking out. Maddie stopped in front of the shed and went inside. She left her friend in the car to wait while she went inside. The inside of the shed looked like a mess, and the person they met on Tinder was nothing like their profile picture. While Maddie made uncomfortable small talk, her friend noticed red flags, such as how dirty the shed was, how nervous the man seemed, and the fact that he was using Snapchat on his computer. These details pointed to a possible trick, making them think that the person saying their name was Chelsea was the same person they were meeting. When the man, who seemed upset, set up his laptop to record the event, things got worse. Maddie went ahead with the strange deal, and then she and her friend quickly left the scary scene. Later, Maddie told them that the person behind the profile had offered to rent a hotel room and buy her pizza before they got there. This was a scary detail that made the meeting even more dangerous. Maddie's friend couldn't help but feel that their presence stopped something more evil from happening as they thought back on the scary event. The story of what happened made it sound like the man in the Tinder picture might not have been the same person they met in the shed, and Chelsea's identity was called into question. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Like and share the video and follow us for more such videos. Thanks for watching.